Song of the day, Untitled '06. I didn't write, I didn't, how to say right? I didn't record a video yesterday. I didn't make a video yesterday due to the fact that I didn't feel like expressing myself. I didn't feel like confronting myself. I felt like scrolling all day. I didn't feel like expressing, but even majority of today, because I really should have made 2 videos today. The one for yesterday, at least that was the plan, to make 2 videos today to make up for the lack of videos yesterday. But I didn't, you know, sucks, happens. Spent most of the day scrolling, doing stupid stuff. But well, it wasn't stupid. I enjoyed it. I don't like people who are like, oh, I spent all my time wasting my time on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, doing or playing game, all this nonsense. Like, you enjoyed it, bro. I feel like admitting is the first step. Like, understanding that I do enjoy scrolling on YouTube, that I do enjoy on TikTok, watching YouTube videos, playing games for most of my time. I think admitting is the first thing. But then I came across one TikTok. It was I think woman at a graduation. She was giving a speech talking about it was like something about like every person that's ever loved you is essentially next to you during any of your experience. So you walk with them like they're next to you, like you're in the room, and they call that charisma. She's essentially saying, be confident because all these people have put love into you, and so their love exudes through you, and that's what they call charisma and people pleasing, and being like a very like social, like I'm going on a tangent, but being charismatic is essentially being confident, and self-loving is loving all of those people who make up you, essentially just loving yourself in the process. And I was like, I thought about this. I was like, if everybody who's ever been around me is around me at every moment, do I like, when I'm here, when I sit there scrolling, watching YouTube, doing whatever I do, am I doing them justice? Like they're around me. They make up my personality. And that's when I came me back here. I have to express myself. I have to express them. I have to express all the facets of them. They loved me. They made my personality. I feel like to not express them is to do them a deficit. I'm not even saying that like I owe it to them because they love that in their own prerogative, but then that also means that out of my own prerogative, I must express their love, express the love they showed me. I feel like I have to. It's not even that I have to, but I want to. I ought to. I ought to long to express love because they love me. I feel like one of my friends said this, that love is a force. I didn't agree with him at the time. And I still don't completely agree with him. I'd like to believe that, I guess my definition of love, I like to think that love is a very controllable thing, a very, like a very controllable thing. The music just stopped, and I can hear myself. And we're going to Pink Panther's Pain, yay. But I like to think that love is a very controllable thing, a very like, very like you choose to love. I like to think he says it's a force that you don't choose to love, you simply do. It's something that moves you to action. We essentially got into an argument about it was pretty much a chicken and the egg thing. Do you do actions out of love, or do you do actions because of love? It was a very chicken and the egg thing, but either way, I think it still serves the purpose. Now I don't disagree completely because I feel like love does move through, like, because somebody loves you, you love another person. So it does have that very like wave, like uncontrollable notion to it. So I can't deny that point and say that he's wrong. I didn't say that he was wrong in the first place because, again, his life choices led him up to that decision. But like, it would have to be both, because I feel like even if we're saying that's a very way like force, you still choose to do it. And I feel like that choice is very powerful. Free will that we have is very powerful. And I'm going off on a tangent because this whole video was supposed to be about expression. But that's another thing for another day. Back to expression, but I feel like I owe it to express myself, and that if I don't express myself, I do a deficit to everybody around me. That if I live in myself, I'll never fully succeed. And pain ended, because pain's a short song. And I can hear my voice again, and I hate it. And now Earl Sweatshirt's playing. I believe it's cold summers. I love cold summers. But back to it. Self-love. What was I saying? I might just make this video a whole video about self-love instead of just expression. Self-love is a very hard thing. I always thought that like self-love was like, oh, you need to love yourself. You need to treat yourself. Like the way self-love has been like pushed to me, my fro looks off. Man, it's gonna look off anyway. I never really cared, man. But the way self-love had been like expressed to me, I always thought self-love was an odd perfection. Like it was like, oh, show yourself some love today. Get yourself this. It's almost like feeding into like a little thing. And like, and then the opposite spectrum of that, there's like self-love as it's pushed. It's like, oh, you gotta go improve your life drastically. You gotta change, bro. And it's like, is that also self-love? Like hit the gym, do this, do that. Like, I understand that. Oh, switch the song again. West Side Gun. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Hey, yo, hey, yo. 3 shots from the Doochie. 63, we all had Uzis. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I always felt that was also wrong because, like, I feel like needing to change yourself in the moment is very problematic, but also being stagnant. Because, like, if you can't accept yourself as you are currently, trying to push forward will just give you stress, and then you'll get back to where you were before. I always felt a problem with that, but I also felt a problem with just trying to stay the same, being like so that you don't actually get rid of the like very, very negative problems that you're experiencing. Because a lot of that need for improvement comes from that, and I feel like it's really, 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 really hard to improve, bro. Like I always go, like, and I know this from personal experience, I always go from hating myself to like trying to vie, and then it's like I feel like the self-love, like the self-improvement comes from self-hate, and I can't take it. I saw one thing, it was like, oh, talk to yourself like a best friend, and I've tried it. I mean, like, at first I was trying myself, like, I wasn't my best friend, and I think that didn't really work very well until I realized I know the most about myself, and I know. So realistically, talking to yourself as your best friend would just be expressing yourself. In every facet of your, I guess, mind, you just have to express yourself. No matter what you do, that is self-love. Self-love is letting you be yourself. And that's not, oh, I'm letting myself go do this. I'm letting myself go do this negative thing. It's because most of these negative things, you're not expressing yourself through, are you? Unless you are. And that's, if you're expressing yourself through all the negative stuff you're doing, I don't know. You might need some. But I feel like genuinely a lot of the negative traits we find in yourself is because we feel like express a part of us or like a piece of us. And I think the thing is, just express yourself more. You want to try something new? Express yourself, gang. Make it yours. I think there's a Bruce Lee quote where it's like, remove what's bad, put in what's good, and like add what's truly your own or something. Bro, just make it you. Express yourself through every facet of life. I realized that not only is it the best. Damn, my head was out of frame. I'm so glad these videos are rough. But anyway, express yourself through every facet of life. I feel like those two things are very important. There's no point in limiting yourself, and to be honest, expressing yourself is all you can really do. I also realized that like a lot of things, like, oh, this is a big thing. I'm actually gonna probably make a whole different thing about this. Dudes will do this. They're like, it's just when I'm talking about relationships, but I might talk about relationships later because that's a whole different thing. But limiting yourself or trying to, I guess, push a certain version of yourself out is stupid because you'll always be yourself. Or trying to even make up a new self. Like, have you ever seen like dudes who like try to act a certain way around like women or something? It's like, bro, you're just showing her a different part of you. Like, you're just showing her, like, you can never not be yourself, is what I'm saying. So the thing is, do you accept that you're continually expressing yourself, or do you reject yourself? I guess that's my thing. Because even if you're staying stagnant and you're still rejecting yourself, you're rejecting the part of yourself that wants to grow. But if you're so divine, you're also rejecting yourself. No matter what you're feeling, these are both truly you, and they're both facets of your person. Thus, to accept them and to allow them to be is perfectly fine. To truly express yourself through every facet of life is probably the best thing you could do. It's the best thing I could do, actually. Asking where the drugs at to impress me. It's where the hug that upsets me. It's all in your head on me. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta try so hard. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't gotta try so hard. And that's the perfect ending.